So what if I told you there's a simple, kind of repeatable model that's generated hundreds of millions of dollars? And what if I told you that you could start applying it to your own business, like today? Well, we're going to break down that exact system. It's called the money model, and it was pioneered by the entrepreneur Alex Hormozi.
All right, let's just start with a really honest question here. One that I think almost every business owner secretly stresses about. Are you spending more money to get a new customer than you're actually making from them on that very first purchase?
If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. This is, without a doubt, the single biggest cash flow problem that just starves businesses of oxygen. And frankly, it's the reason most of them end up failing. But what if there was a way to just completely flip that entire equation on its head?
To really get the solution, we first have to understand the story of the guy who cracked this code. And I mean, he cracked it on a massive scale.
So, how do you go from nothing to $100 million? Well, it doesn't start with some fancy MBI. For Alex Hormozi, it started right here, literally sleeping on the cold concrete floor of his first gym. And the turning point, the big insight, it didn't come from some business book. It came from a random conversation with a storage unit owner who let him in on a little secret about sequencing offers. That one idea, that's what let him scale up to 6 profitable gyms. And then he founded Gym Launch to teach this exact model to thousands of others. And the result of just applying that one simple idea over and over and over again, a net worth of over $100 million by the time he was 31. This isn't just some feel-good story. It's hard proof that this system works, and it generates massive, repeatable profit.
Which, brings us to the real question, what is this system? What was the fundamental shift in thinking that took him from that concrete floor to a 9-figure fortune?
The secret wasn't a single magical offer. Nope, it was something way more powerful. The money model. And the big idea here is that you have to stop thinking about one-off sales and start thinking in sequences.
So at its core, a money model is really just a pre-planned sequence of offers. You're not just solving your customer's immediate problem, you're actually anticipating the next problem they're going to have, and you're ready with the solution. This is how you systematically, almost automatically, increase the lifetime value of every single person who buys from you, right from day one.
Now, this might sound a little complex, but I promise you, you've experienced this dozens of times. Let's just use a super simple, universal example to make this crystal clear.
Think about the last time you rented a car. You get drawn in by that crazy cheap $19 a day deal, right? That's the bait. But the sequence, the model, begins the second you're at the counter. Hey, you're a big guy, want to upgrade for more room? Boom, that solves a comfort problem. Need a late return? That solves a scheduling problem. How about insurance? That solves a risk problem. Prepaid gas so you can just bring it back on empty? That solves a massive convenience problem.
And just like that, a barely profitable $19 customer turns into a highly profitable $100 customer. They've multiplied their revenue by 5, not by being pushy, but by simply solving a chain of problems you didn't even know you were about to have. That right there is the power of a money model.
Okay, so the concept makes sense. But how do you actually build one? Well, it all starts with the very first, most critical step, turning a complete stranger into a customer profitably.
Hormozi's whole framework has 4 types of offers, as you can see here. But everything, and I mean everything, hinges on that first one, the attraction offer. Its only job is to get that first profitable sale in the door.
And of all the different attraction offers out there is one that proved to be an absolute game changer. Especially for any business that needs its customers to, actually participate to get results.
It's called the Win Your Money Back offer, and it is psychologically brilliant. Here's how it works. The customer pays you up front, but you give them a challenge. You say, hey, follow this clear set of rules within this specific time frame, and you earn your money back, either as cash or as credit. It completely reframes the purchase into a game they can win.
And you can structure this in 2 main ways. The first is action-based. This means the customer wins just by following your process. They're basically betting on their ability to follow instructions. The second way is results-based. Here, they win by hitting a specific outcome, like, say, losing 20 pounds. In this case, they're betting on themselves to get the job done.
Okay, now this is the most important part, and it's completely counterintuitive, so listen up. You might think the goal here is to make money from the people who fail the challenge. That's totally wrong. The real money, the long-term sustainable profit, comes from the winners. The people who succeed become your best testimonials, your most loyal fans, and the very first people to buy whatever you offer next. You aren't hoping for them to fail. You are literally engineering success stories.
So let's bring it all home.
The money model shifts your focus from a single lonely sale to a customer's entire journey with you. And that whole profitable journey starts with just one single step. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what's the one powerful attraction offer that could be the start of everything for your business?